Hello, this is Sean Farrell from Cobra Kai Cornhole and Team Ultra. Today we're going to show you this 1 hour break-in kit that I got from Ultra. Ultra picked me up again this year for Team Ultra, this being my first pro season, with my bags, which they sent me 2 sets of the Viper R, Ultra Viper R, which is my bag of choice, carpet side and the Viper fast side. They also sent me this break-in kit, and here are the instructions. And so it comes with soap and a conditioner. The kit that if you buy from their site will come with a basin and a mallet. With my bags they sent me, I did not get the mallet or the basin, just the liquid and the towel. So I'm using one that I had for doing my floors from Lowe's, rubber mallet, and a tasty bowl for cooking. That should work out just fine. As you can see that these are not broken in yet, they're very stiff and rigid. Put it on my finger here. And you can see that it doesn't really fold over very much. So we're going to apply this stuff step by step and see how they come out at the end. So the first step, it says here, is step 1, pre-soak. Soak all 4 bags in hot water for 3 to 5 minutes and then drain. So we'll do that first. Okay, so we have the hot water. What I did was run my tap as hot as it could get and filled this up. I also filled up another container of hot water in case we need extra. You could just go back to the tap, of course. So what we're going to do is put one in at a time and hope that it doesn't go over the top. It's getting close. Obviously we're going to want to make sure that it all is soaking in there. Do need a little bit more water so I can get all of it soaking. Alright. So I don't know if we're supposed to be moving them around or doing anything, but we're going to just do what it says and let them soak. I think the water is just supposed to loosen up the material. Alright, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, we're back, and so they've been sitting for 5 minutes in the water. I drained it, brought them back. I'm leaving them in the thing right now because they are dripping water everywhere, and I'll do one at a time. Step 2 says condition. Apply a nickel-sized dab. I have a nickel, just so you know you got it right. To each side of the bag and work in by hand. The second part to step 2 is on a hard surface, place conditioned bag on a towel and use break-in mallet on the seams and corners and rinse thoroughly, then rinse thoroughly with hot water. Okay, so let's do the conditioning part first. And here's our conditioner. Let's see if we can open it up here. We're going to be precise here. Well, we're going to try to be precise. Okay. I think that's close enough. And it says to each side of the bag, getting it into the corners and the seams. So, I will say when you get new bags, the corners and the seams are very stiff, and those are the last things to break in, and it can really change the way the bag plays on a board. Typically, when I play in a blind draw, I'll use the other person's bags because that makes them feel more comfortable. And normally I'm like, I always prefer Ultra, obviously, but if I have to throw somebody else's bags, I can typically do it. The one thing that I don't care for is new bags typically, because they're very hard to play with, and corners hang up or go over, make you go right over the hole. So new bags are typically the ones that I don't want to play with. But we're hoping that this break-in kit makes it so everybody's bags play like they're broken in right away. The corner's really good. Okay, so that's one bag. Obviously, I'll go through and do each bag, off camera, and then come back after they're rinsed and do the next step. Okay, we're back. I had said at the end of the last second there to rinse them. I did not rinse them. Put the conditioner in them, and then the next step is to put it on a hard surface. Place the conditions bags on the towel, which I did. Use the break-in mallet on the seams and corners, and then rinse thoroughly with hot water. So these still, as you can see, still have the conditioner on them. We will grab our mallet and we will hit the seams. It's definitely the corners. Corners on new bags are a problem. In all fairness, I didn't watch Ultra's video first, so if you don't trust my video, you can always go onto Ultra Cornhole site and watch their video. I'll probably go around one more time and hit these corners. I mean, I imagine you can probably hit as much as you want. You think about hitting your bags with a mallet and think, well, it's probably bad, but I'm pretty sure throwing them 27 feet on a sturdy piece of plywood isn't worse than this, or is as good. Alright, well, I'm going to do that to each one of them, and then we'll come back. Alright, so I have them rinsed and ready for step 3. Step 3 is soap. Apply a nickel-sized dab of Ultra soap to each side of the bag and work them in by hand, making sure to get the seams and corners. So basically it's the same as the conditioner. We're just going to use the soap now, probably just to get all the conditioner back out of it. I think that's more than the nickel size. Wasn't quite the same consistency as the other one. Again, they say to get it into the seams and the corners. And we will just do one bag, same way that I did the conditioner. Okay, one bag. Okay, so put them, each one of them, worked the soap in the seams. Then I took them over to the sink and washed them and rinsed them out thoroughly. I used like a hottish warm water and just worked it in my hands under the sink until they felt clean. Now we are going to go to step 4, which is drying. Place bag into clothes dryer with 2 large towels and use low heat and tumble dry. It doesn't really say how long. I'm just going to put it on a whole cycle in the tumble dry on low heat. and then we'll come back and we'll see how they feel. It does say on the final step that we can work them in some more on the seams and edges with the mallet, so we'll probably do that some too. So see you then. Alright, so we're back after having dried them on low heat in the dryer with 2 towels. They have come out and they're definitely in good shape for throwing. I mean, I wouldn't have any problem throwing these right now, but like most of them, you can still feel a little bit of the corners. And so on the step 5 final break-in, it says on the towel, work the bags with a mallet further to break in fabrics and seams. I don't really feel like the fabric has to go in much more, but I do feel like I'd want to just take a little edge off of these corners a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll do one of these here and show you what I'm going to do, and then maybe we'll have a recap after I use these bags tomorrow in the All Valley Regional done by Adirondack Cornhole. So start here. I think I'd like to push the beads up to the top. Put pressure on the seam. Down that corner a little bit. I'd go around each one twice, maybe. Obviously, I mean, I guess you can feel it and make your own decision on how much you want to smack the corners around. This one still feels old. Alright, well, there you go. I'll do the rest off camera and we'll try them out tomorrow and see how they do.